And let's see here. Do we have a quorum? I see Mr. Baker, Mr. Carney, Miss Mize, and what other? I guess we're missing Carl, but we have a quorum, and we will proceed. First of all, I need to hear a motion on the agenda that was emailed to you by Molly earlier this week. You either need a motion to approve the agenda or a motion to modify.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mize. And do I have your votes for approval? All say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? So we adopt the agenda. It's a very short agenda. We just essentially have to first deal with the minutes from our September meeting, September 7th meeting, since we didn't have an October meeting. And has everyone had a chance to read through those minutes? And if so, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from September?
I'll move to approve the minutes.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mize. Any one care to second?
I second.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. All in favor of approving the minutes from the meeting of September 7th, 2022, say aye.
Aye.
Do I hear any nays? And the minutes are approved unanimously. Moving on now to our one piece of new business, and I'll turn it over to Janie Phelps to present the planning board schedule for the coming months. Janie, you have the floor. Janie, I think you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry,
you are.
I'm on my phone because we don't have
Oh, okay.
a lot of items, and
Yeah, no problem.
I wasn't able to figure it out for some reason.
Yeah. So we have
there we go.
the calendar that you've laid out for the next year. Is there anything exceptional that you want to point out to us?
Yeah, so I know it was brought up a few times about changing the time and going back in person versus staying virtual. So, you know, this is just, I didn't really hear much, and it wasn't a general consensus on changing the time and also going back in person versus staying virtual. So this is what we created. It's still virtual and we're changing the time, but obviously this is for you all to adopt and for you all to discuss. So if you all don't like the time, want to do something different, want to go back in person, that's fine. The other change is the September meeting. So usually from what I had seen is they do it on the Wednesday following Labor Day, because first Monday is always Labor Day. So instead of doing that, we push the meeting to the third Monday. That's in between the Board of Commissioner meetings, and it's on the same day as the county commissioner meetings. But generally, I mean, these ones have historically been, you know, fairly short. But I mean, if you all have a problem with that and you regularly attend them, then I mean, we can push it to another day too. So it just didn't really make sense to us, and we had a low attendance at that other meeting in September, and people forgot. So.
Thanks, Janie. Of the planning board members who are present, what is your feeling about moving our meetings to 5:30 and continuing on Zoom? Any discussion? Any comment on that? Anyone
I'd like
object?
to make a couple comments.
Go ahead, Mr. Baker.
Number one, being at 5:30, if meeting is supposed to be available to the public, a lot of public are either working or commuting at 5:30. So it's kind of hard for them to be available for them to attend or to be available to it. I think we need to take the public in consideration.
Yeah, fair comment.
And also staying as Zoom meetings, a lot of the public doesn't have computers or doesn't have a email. So it's up to thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
But do we not want the public to be involved?
Well, for me, Zoom works better. Even like the school board meetings that I attend, I can't go in person because I've got my kids at home. So it's really convenient for me as a public participating in those school meetings to be able to log in on Zoom. So I'm in favor of keeping the Zoom, but also 5:30 doesn't work for me on, well, pretty much any day. So for me, the 7 o'clock Zoom is the best. And I do also feel like the public that would be convenient for them too, because of the commuting, like you pointed out.
Fair comments, both. Ray, did you want to offer anything?
No, I'm very flexible, Eric.
Yeah, as am I. I guess that we could continue at 7 o'clock, can't we, Janie?
Yeah, and I'll just make
I
a
think
couple
what you
of
were hoping
comments.
was that staff could Zoom from home, I suppose, right?
No, not necessarily.
No?
I have a couple of comments because, and kind of sticking with trends of the county as well. So, the Board of Commissioners, they also meet at 7, but they've been having some other meetings where they have been meeting earlier. And I don't know if they're going to be discussing changing the time or not, but it's a possibility. Additionally, the county planning board meets at 6 o'clock, and then county commissioners they meet at 6:30 and county commissioners are at 6. So the benefit in adopting a year-long schedule and it being only one day out of the month is to hopefully be able to help people plan. So I know that projects that come forward, you know, those are going to be the month prior that we're going to have it scheduled. But that's kind of the point of it. If we just had ad hoc meetings where they're all special meetings and only 2 days notice, then yeah, I could see the rub in that and with commuting. But if there's something coming up and someone's going to have, you know, 2 weeks to a month notice and they want to make it, they can always submit their comments in writing. And if they can also possibly work it out with their employer or their schedule to attend. So I know that some people commute, but I mean, there have been other places to where they've had meetings at different times. And if the public wants to participate, then they'll make time to participate.
Fair enough. Because Carl's not here with us this evening, I'm of a mind to say tentatively, Janie. I mean, the dates are all fine with me, and I think with everybody else on this call. The starting time remains the point of discussion. How about I move that we table this so we can get Carl's input, and we'll give this the final vote of consideration at the December meeting. Is that fair? Anybody want to second that?
No. So the Board of
No?
Commissioners have to adopt it.
Okay.
And I believe I'd have to look back through my emails, but I think they're going to be doing that at the November meeting.
I see. So they
Paul
can't.
Messick is on the call. I don't know if he's aware or remembers off the top of his head, but I can try and pull up my emails to see when exactly it's supposed to be.
So I could do, I don't
Mr.
know.
Messick's on the line.
Like, you mentioned 6 or 6:30. That would be much easier for me, but 5:30 is, I just can't make that work
Okay.
regularly. So I don't know, 6 or 6:30.
So
my
Ms.
input.
Mize proposes that we modify the starting time to 6 p.m. And would I hear a motion to approve that modification to this schedule?
Sorry, I just have one more question. What's
Go
the
ahead.
pushback for 7 o'clock? Is that too late for people? Or why did we decide to go earlier?
Janie, do you want to explain?
Yeah. it was just brought up as a discussion point about changing the time because 7 o'clock is fairly later and it's just not very common. And especially with potentially stuff that or projects and proposals that will, have coming forward in case our sewer and stuff gets situated. If you're looking at still keeping at 7 and you start having, 3+ items on the agenda, those are going to be some very late nights.
Okay.
And, it's kind of a consideration thing, just kind of thinking more in the future about what we potentially will have coming forward and also
Okay.
allowing you all more time to discuss and talk about things.
Got it. I hear that. Then yeah, 6 o'clock would be my suggestion.
So do I hear a motion that we modify the proposed meeting schedule to begin meetings at 6 p.m. Via Zoom on the dates as they are presented in the memo? Do I hear a motion?
I'll move that we change meeting time to 6 p.m. and follow the schedule presented.
Thanks, Charity. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it, Eric.
Thanks, Ray. All in favor, aye.
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 All opposed?
Oh,
Are you opposed, Bill? You kind of broke up.
yes, I am, because I have a lousy internet, and a lot of the public have lousy internet.
Hey, guys,
This county has not done a very good job of getting internet to everybody in the county.
Yeah, I agree with you. It'd be nice if we had some options. So,
hey guys, hey,
oh, hi,
this is Frida.
Frida.
I couldn't get it to just get off mute, so I just need
Oh,
to say that I
okay.
agree.
Well, welcome. We'll include you then in this vote. Are you all right, Alfreda, with
I am.
6
I
p.m.
just didn't
start?
take my video. I just didn't put my video on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've been here.
All right. So we'll call the vote again. We have a motion from Charity, seconded by Ray. All in favor of adopting the calendar with a 6 p.m. start, say aye.
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 And all opposed?
No,
Okay. Mr. Baker votes no. Everyone else votes yes. So the schedule passes. Moving on to planning department updates. Janie or Molly, what have you to share?
Sure, I'll go ahead and start it off. I know Molly was out some last week and we had a follow-up call. So
Right.
it's just in regards to our land use plan update. And we have an upcoming community meeting next Tuesday, November 15th. We have 2 sessions available. They're both going to be the same, but it was recommended to offer 2 times. So there's one from 3 to 4:30, and then the evening session is 6 to 7:30. They're going to be at the old Ag Center, which is where the county planning board meets. It's 65 East Chatham. So it's the, again, the old agricultural building. The ag department used to be in there. It's across from the courthouse.
Where do you go for COVID tests?
Okay. I didn't know that.
It is.
It's on, okay. I'm assuming it's probably on the bottom floor too, then maybe. But it'll be on the bottom floor and we'll have a setup. So just a short kind of presentation and some interaction to do there. At our next follow-up, I'll see where we're at, but as of a couple of weeks ago, we had close to 300 or just over 300 responses on our surveys. So if you look in any of our signature lines, we have an English and a Spanish version of the surveys for people to fill out and complete. The closing date for that is November 13th, but there is a high likelihood of us opening it up for a few days following that. We're getting closer. We still have a January 23 timeline for an adoption of our update. So we're getting closer to finishing everything up.
Very good. Moving on to board comments. Any of the board members care to bring anything forward? Well, that being very quiet, I'll just say, don't forget to vote tomorrow, and we'll wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Do I
A
hear a
motion to adjourn.
Thanks, Ray. Second?
Second.
Thanks, Bill. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thanks very much, everybody. We stand adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks.
Everybody
Have a
have a
good
good
night.
night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Molly?
Yeah.
Can you stay on for a second, Molly?
Of course. Yeah.
All right, I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Hang on. Turn my video back on.
Okay, so can I see what you're doing now when you turn everything off?
Sure. I don't know.
Or has the recording stopped?
No, the recording's still going. I just can't tell. I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah.
shows you, like right now, if you look on the screen, do you just see the agenda there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not going to show you my panel of tools about how to turn it off. But literally all I do is just close it out. So what I'm going to do here is, like, when we're ready to get off the call, like, you could just hit the X to kind of close everything out, or just like close the browser and it'll stop everything. So, but we'll go over that more tomorrow and I'll show it to you.
Okay, well, look,
Hey, little planning board member, look at him. Oh, that's cute.
yeah, she got shut in the cabinet when I had to get up, go excuse myself a couple times. I kept hearing this meow sound. I was like, what is that? It was Dewdrop. She had
Yeah.
got the cabinet, and I saw the cabinet door open, so I shut it. Well, she had opened it. Anyway, I want you to get to see Dewdrop live and in person.
Yeah, there she is. Oh, little peanut. Oh, that's cute.
They congregate. They're like, who's here? So they're all around me. All right. Well, thank you for that. And I'll see you tomorrow and we'll figure this out.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye, Jen.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna close this out if I can get it to. Hang on.